Hi, this is Adam Taylor, and welcome to the first video in the video series accompanying my master's research. The title of my master's research is Expanding the Role of the Jazz Guitar, and in this video I'm going to explain some factors behind the motivation for that research, and I'm going to start with talking about the differences between the piano and the guitar and why I'm talking about that. So, to start with, in popular music and in jazz music, the guitar has its closest relative in the piano because they're both members of the rhythm section and they're both chordal instruments. So that was the first place that I decided to reflect upon my own instrument, which is the guitar, and see how I could expand its possibilities in relation to its relatives. There are many differences between the guitar and the piano, and there are many limitations to the guitar in comparison to the piano. So I'm just going to show you a few key examples of that. So one of the first examples I'm going to give you is to do with how one produces a note on each instrument. On the piano, only one finger is required per note. Whereas on the guitar, generally the two hands in combination with one another are required to perform one note. Another key element is to do with range. So the piano has a much larger range than the guitar, which you can see from the chart in the report. This is a small keyboard, however, it still has 5 octaves. And the guitar, in conventional tuning, which is E, A, D, G, B, E, has just under 4 octaves across the neck. However, with alternate tuning, I have just over 4. And the alternate tuning is something I will talk about later. Another factor to do with range is not just the physical range of the instruments, but the applicable range. And what that means is the range that's playable simultaneously. For example, on the piano, it's possible to play at both extremes of the range quite easily. As I have my 2 hands free to use. However, on the guitar it's not so simple. Unless I use the lowest open string, unless I use that, I can't play at both extremes with conventional technique. Another advantage to the piano over the guitar is that as you have 2 hands free, you have 10 possible simultaneous voices, or a polyphony of 10 simultaneous notes, for example. Whereas on the guitar, as there are only 6 strings, you have a polyphony of 6. And another key element is to do with the fact that the piano is a linear instrument. So what that means is it goes from left to right in terms of pitch. The guitar is semi-linear. Let me give you an example to explain this. on the piano, if I want to play higher, I simply go to the right of where I just played. And if I want to play lower, I'm just going to go back down to the left. Now on the guitar, I can do this using one string. However, that is not the only way to play that. There are many different ways that I can play that same scale. For example, and I see that there, sometimes my fingers were going down the fretboard towards the open string, which is generally a lower tone. However, as I was changing strings, it was a higher tone. So if you change strings, the guitar becomes non-linear. So one of the idiosyncrasies of the guitar is that the same note can be played in many different places on the fretboard. For example,